Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another ASMR version of Minecraft. Today we're going to do a little terraforming. I really like how I tried it with the iron bars in a creative world, and I just didn't really like the way that it looked when we had these glass panes kind of connected to iron bars. And I didn't really like the way that that looked, so we're just going to leave it like it is because, I don't know, it feels more open this way. And I really like the open kind of feel to it. So, what we need to do, first of all, is make a shovel. I was really excited when I saw the YouTubes this morning, but I got on, and normally my videos won't have another view, or the only other view will be my extraordinarily supportive girlfriend. But I had a view, and it wasn't from her because she wasn't up yet, so it had to be from someone who had just found my videos on YouTube, and that definitely gave me a confidence boost that morning at work. So, we are working through the night. We take no breaks for night. I have, our game mode used to be on peaceful, but I have since changed that so that it is now on normal. And what I did is I changed a game rule where the mobs will not spawn. I believe that they still spawn from eggs and dungeons. So, dungeons, if we ever find one in a cave, that may be something that we have to, or that I have to deal with beforehand, or maybe you guys will like it, but we will have to see what everyone likes. But that shouldn't be for a while, because we still kind of have to get our home base organized here. The sun is coming up, the moon is rising, and our lonely mountain is off in the distance, growing lighter and lighter. So beautiful. The lone cow. That's kind of funny. But anyways, so I'm going to be doing a lot more of these ASMR videos because it got such a good reception the first time I put it out. And it's not that it got a good reception, it's just that it got a better reception than any of my previous videos had ever gotten before. I will still be doing just regular survival Minecraft, and don't worry, there will still be monsters in that one. But for this one, I think that we're going to keep it kind of in a peaceful setting. But now that I have the difficulty turned to normal and the mob spawning false, you can see that my hunger bar is starting to go down and deplenish, is that the word? I think deplenish is the word, but just get rid of a lot of this dirt. And this will probably be the majority of how I'll work on it just at the moment. this will kind of be my, at the beginning of every episode, we'll come here and kind of terraform a little bit so that we get a good view of the sunset, and I can just talk for a little bit, and hopefully I will give you some tingles. My mouth is kind of dry. I just ate dinner. My mother made some delicious hamburgers and French fries. This is going to look really ugly, but we're just going to poke our heads through here as sort of a reminder for me to come and work on this every chance that we get. But I think this is how I want it to be separated from, like this part. This is kind of how I want that slope to go. Our reeds have still not grown yet, but if we come in here and look from inside the house, the sun will rise pretty much right there, and that has sloped off pretty nicely. I'm going to terraform that a little bit, and of course fill in the water areas around our home, but for now I think that's good, because we need to start some farming and irrigation. So, I'm going to go and plant this tree right there. And we will come back here, and I think I kind of want to have the farmlands be over on this hill, but not, well, maybe not on the hill, but let's just go back up here to our lonely mountain. Good morning, cows. How are you today? So this might actually be a really nice place for a farm right in here. We can start our wheat, and we can have free-range cows just kind of, moving along in here. And I will draw a nice little path that kind of, well, I don't know how the path will go just yet, but we can look on at our lonely mountain. So let's put you through some more mindless digging, and we will try not to punch the cow in the face. I've decided that since this is going to be kind of a show everything Let's Play of Minecraft, that my other survival, I think that I'm just going to have it where we do some pretty cool builds together. I'll still try to get the big, cool builds in this as much as I can, but most of this is going to be focused on small things. Actually, I like this better for a farm. I like this, because it's kind of nestled in with the trees, and eventually you'll grow in, so we will start our farm here. That's good, I don't need to terraform as much as I thought I would have to today. So we can get down to some important stuff, and that important stuff would be allowing, put the glass in there for now. I don't need the wooden pickaxe at the moment, but we have 5 bread, 4 bread, we have 3 bread now that we got from that first chest. So I'm going to go and grab some iron so that we can make a bucket, and after we make our bucket, then we can, yes, good day cows, how are you today? But after we make our bucket, we can start farming a little bit. Sorry about that, a little bit of a technical difficulty happened. as I was saying, the reeds, I would like to keep them kind of, you know, where they are, outside of my own, we'll call it my biome, because it certainly will take on a shape all its own eventually. It's kind of, you know, kind of boring at the moment, but very soon, Mr. Horsey, there will be a new and exciting biome for you to explore. This is that cave that we started to go in the other day, and there's that ominous cave sound. I'm such a derp, I have forgotten to make torches. And, I have the wood to do it, but it looks like we're going to have to find the coal on our own. So just for the moment, I'm going to turn the brightness up so that it's easier for maybe some of the viewers to see. Well, this cave is rather boring. It would seem that it holds no vast resources of coal or iron, but I did find this small little pocket here. And once we get one more, I can go ahead and turn the brightness back down to our moody settings. Back to game. And now we will craft ourselves some torches. I'm going to use all the coal and sticks that we have because charcoal and other things are, well, the charcoal and the wood for sticks for torches are quite renewable resources. And we'll just leave that torch there. And since I'm not worried about mob spawning, I think we're just going to use torches as a kind of a way to light things up. And here's some water. I think this is that large cave that we found during the first episode. So very loud rushing water, that is. But I'm very excited about the ASMR Minecraft. I'm very excited about just my YouTube channel as a whole. I am going to be putting out another roleplay of the Harken Scythe. That it wasn't really a favorite of people's, but it's a favorite of mine, and I hope that it's going to grow into something that people really enjoy seeing. Grab all this coal while we can, because it's quite an important resource. Yes, all of the coal. Ta-da! Let's see, how can we make our way down safely from here? I'm surprised we haven't run into a single bit of iron, or maybe my eye is just not catching it very well with this texture pack. This is it's not an HD texture pack, but it is one of the more detailed ones. I think it is a 32 by 32, if I'm correct. I think it is. I'm not sure. Haha. Our first piece of iron in a dead-end cave. And what do you know? It's only one piece of iron. That won't really help us in the long run, will it? But we have the rest of this gorgeous cave to explore. And already it's rewarding us with riches and valuable resources from the earth. unfortunately, these are just the regular brown mushrooms that we have in the swamp biome, but I will still grab them just in case we have need of them in the future, because hunger is now something that we need to worry about. So, now that we have all of... I guess we have enough iron to make the bucket now, and we can start smelting. So, going to just grab the rest of this coal, and maybe later we can delve deeper and try and find some other resources, like redstone and lapis and gold and diamonds. But not down that way, because that's a dead end. I know I said I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna leave now, so before we get too lost in the caves. I've always been a really big fan of how the day-night cycle attributes to the way things look, because things have a very different look in the daytime as opposed to the nighttime. You can see in just in here how it's different. Silly me, we can't. We can't make a crafting or a furnace because we don't have a crafting table. Very unorganized. I feel like this was trying to be a cave that connected with the others, but it never fully matured. Where's the night at? We've still got quite a bit of night. We will say hello to our neighborly herd here. Not hood, herd. Yes, moo to you too. And there is our humble shack, and we have a piece of sugar cane that has grown. Oops. There we go. We will have to get a little bit of... oh, I'm making another furnace. I have one right here. But we will have to make a little bit of a mine over there, I think. Our lonely mountain. I want to light it up a little bit. Nothing too major. Just, keeping with the day-night cycle, where it looks like a lonely mountain, and in the morning and at night it has this kind of ominous appeal to it. So while all of that is smelting, why don't we go ahead and put down some dirt over here. Just to start and level out the water. So one of my favorite animes is an anime called Soul Eater. And it's my favorite because a scythe is one of my favorite weapons to use in fantasy games. And, when you were a kid and you used sticks and pretended that you were going off and fighting each other and having wars between just good friends and stuff like that. But we used not really a class system, but a level up system, where you could upgrade your weapon after after you had won so many battles between friends. And so my ultimate form of my weapon would always be a scythe. anyways, I would start with a katana because at the time the katana was my favorite weapon, and we generally used our first stage weapons quite often. But after the katana, it was always the scythe, because the scythe has always held a warm place in my heart. Part of that is because of a book called The Book Thief. It's really one of the only Holocaust, it's not really a Holocaust, but World War II Nazi Germany book. It's really one of the only ones that I like. It's a favorite book by many. It's it's not some little-known title, and I'm sure that many of you have probably seen it before, or not seen it, but read it. But in the book, Death is a pretty main character. As I recall, he's kind of a narrator, and he narrates the life of an orphaned woman. Not woman, but the orphaned little girl, and she's adopted by a family. The father plays his accordion, and he smokes cigarettes, and he will roll his cigarettes with his adopted daughter. But I believe that she is an only child in her foster home. But she does meet a young boy who, this may be a little bit racist, but he smears charcoal all over his face around the time that the Olympics happened, and ran around pretending to be Jesse Jackson. Or was it Jesse Jackson? I'm awful at remembering names, but he got into a little bit of trouble for doing that, because Nazi Germany is a very unforgiving and just dangerous place to be. I do have more dirt, and we can see the sunrise and how pretty that's going to look in a minute. I think I'll drop this down one more and just kind of have it wade out into here. But such a pretty sunrise. So we will let the sun set on this wonderful Minecraft day, and we will let the moon rise one more time, and we'll see where that ends us up at. Create some more sticks, and we need a hoe. Now that we have our stone hoe, we can take our iron ingots, and we can craft ourselves a bucket. And after our bucket, we are going to make an iron pickaxe. This will help us get some of the more valuable ores that are down deeper in into the caves. But for now, what I really want is the water bucket. And we'll go over to where we decided we want to have our farm, and I will start to plant. Just gotta find a good place to start it. So this is how most of my farms end up starting out, but due to the unique characteristics of where we have spawned, and since we're kind of starting out small, I'm going to just keep things simple and do a 2-wide circumference around our wheat. We will probably grow some potatoes or carrots and other things. And in order to do that, since the mob spawning has been turned off, we'll have to have to go on a little journey and try and find a village somewhere. But, for now we will continue filling this in, and I will get to the, I will finally get to the point of what I was talking about. So Death was the narrator in The Book Thief, in which this orphaned German girl goes around and she steals books, and she hides them because most of these books have been deemed unfit to read by the Nazi propaganda, and they were all burned. And in one of the chapters, she actually saves a book from a book burning. But he narrates, the entire book, or maybe not the entire book, but a good portion of the book. And after, a while, I really wanted Death to, or I always imagined him to have a scythe in his hand. And I really wanted his scythe to be brought up. Because it's just, I guess it's sort of romantic to have that. Or not romantic, but, kind of like how when you're playing your fantasy games, you like your characters to look and act a certain way. So, the scythe was always a favorite of mine. Eventually, we are going to bring this out as well. But for now, let's go on a little adventure. Let's see if we can't find a village or just what the rest of our world has to hold. It's a nice little pool there. I think I'll come collect some sand from it. Well, there's another little pool. We seem to be running into a lot of little pools around here. Aha. Do you hear that? That would be a lava pool somewhere deep beneath our feet. I don't think off in this direction is leading very far. So, it would be very nice to find a village in the swamp. Those are always favorites of mine, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky at the moment. So we are going to just walk over. We will go get that red mushroom over there, yonder, because we need another reliable source of, another water glitch. But we need a very reliable source of food, and in order to have a reliable source of food, we need to have a diverse source of food. I really wish that Minecraft had some sort of feature where if you ate the same type of food over and over again, eventually it would not fill you up as much, or it would leave you hungry for more. Because I feel like a lot of people kind of find one food source and they kind of run with it. And I feel like a lot of the food gets neglected. So maybe if anyone knows of a good mod that puts thirst and some sort of... Hello, Mr. Sheepy. Actually, why don't we collect some wool from you while you are still here? Give ourselves a nice little bed. Excellent. So yes, if you guys know of any mods that would do that sort of thing, that would be I think something very fun and interesting to add to this series. We aren't finding any villages, but that's okay. We will hug the coast and just see if we can't find an interesting biome. It is rather nice to just explore some of these places, time from time. I don't have your color yet, Mr. Sheepy. I don't have your color yet. Wow. That's beautiful. Sneak on the edge so that we don't fall in and get ourselves killed, but this is a very pretty place. At the moment in the... Oh. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. But at the moment, I'm collecting a lot of... Get some flowers. But I'm collecting a lot of wood and cobblestone because we're going to use that in the build that I would like to do in the single-player world. Remove that. I'm very excited about the dwarven fortress that we're going to make. Splash. I still don't see any villages or anything of interest, which is unfortunate, but we have some chickens. Chickens will be useful in giving us eggs, so I'll see if I can't lead one back, but I'll just continue exploring for now. We've run into another extreme hills and swamplands combination here. Reminds me of home. I think we shall return to it. We have found some pumpkins. Let's get a pumpkin farm going. Just a lonely pumpkin. A very nice jungle biome there. Very nice indeed. So, we will continue our journey and go home at this point. Maybe we'll find something interesting or cool. I thought I heard flowing water. That's interesting. It's just a too wide, very large hole. The sun sets and the moon rises. Here we have some piggies. Hello, piggies. How are you today? So as we continue our journey home, I would like to ask anyone that watches my videos. I know it's kind of... I'm getting very lucky with these deep holes and caves. That, however, was not lucky. Do I have enough cobblestone to get out? I think I do. I would like to ask everyone that watches this video to leave a like or a comment, because it helps get the videos out there. I started doing these videos because I wanted to share the stuff that I built with people, because after a while, just playing Minecraft by yourself gets kind of boring. Oh my. A very dangerous sight indeed. But I hope no little piggies find their way into this death trap here. I believe that our home is right around here somewhere. I try to leave a like and a comment on a lot of the videos that I watch. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat. But it looks like there's a very healthy cave system running on through here. Oh yes. It really helps get, at first it really annoyed me how people would ask for likes and subscriptions, but after getting on and, kind of playing for a little bit, and I did have a channel before this one that I put out some videos on, and that one really did, it did a lot better than I thought it was going to, and it kind of gave me false hopes for this one. But this one's starting to shape up quite well. Quite well. I seem to be lost. I have no memory of this place. Maybe I should have came back the way that I knew. But either way, we will find our home again. And I think we will find it right now. So, I'm not so sure how long this video has been, and I'm not sure how good the tingles and lovely feelings that you're getting have been, but I hope that you have enjoyed our short time together. And when we come back, we'll do some more, just a little bit more terraforming. And we'll work on having a path over to our farm. And then, after all of that is finished, we will go and do a little bit more caving. And then I think it'll be time to do some more building. Because as good as this little shack is, I think we need a proper home. So I will leave you here. I promise I won't do anything too major. There may be a couple of spruces up and just farming with the wheat, but until then, adieu. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, evening, night, or whatever time that you have stumbled across this video. Goodbye.